Hey YouTube, it's your girl Asia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys my content creator must-haves. So of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely stay tuned until the end of today's video to see all of the things that I will be showing you guys and telling you guys. Definitely go ahead and follow my social medias if you haven't. I'm going to put them on the screen for you all. And then we're going to get straight into the video. Alrighty, so I'm basically going to be sharing with you all of the items and things that I do use as a content creator. Now, if you guys do not know, I do create content on other platforms. Of course, Instagram, CapCut, YouTube. I do post on TikTok. I do post on Facebook. A lot of different platforms, and each platform of course is different. It's a different type of content creation. So for example, on Instagram it's really like fashion and hair. YouTube is really like my daily life, as well with fashion and hair as well, but more of like my life on YouTube. And then CapCut is strictly like, you know, the lifestyle edits, the velocity edits, the lyric edits. A lot of you guys know me from the raw wave edits, but yeah, so every platform is technically a little bit different, but I will be showing you guys all of the items that I do use for every platform. So yeah, the first item that I am going to be showing you guys or telling you guys about is going to be a tripod. A tripod is basically like a must when you're a content creator. I use this tripod only specifically for my camera because this one is made for my camera. So this is going to be the one that I do hold in my hand. It does open up at the bottom, so you can prop it up, you can adjust the sides and whatnot. You can also take a photo, start recording and whatnot on here. So it's very convenient for me. Now I do have multiple tripods. I have plenty of tripods, and honestly all tripods are like technically the same. They all just expand and then they get tall. You can add your phone on there, you can add, you know, your camera on there. I really use my tall tripods, which I am using currently. I'm using a tripod right now. So I use my tripod really for like my hair videos, for Instagram. I do use my tripod for, of course, YouTube, as you guys are set up on my tripod. I do use my tripod when I go out to take my own pictures. And then, yeah, so a tripod is definitely needed when you're creating content, especially when you're a solo content creator, because if nobody is there to like help you or take your pictures or take your content, just set the phone up, set the camera up, click play, and then, you know, get to creating that content. Now the next item kind of falls in hand with the tripod. This is going to be like a shutter remote that is Bluetooth. I got this off of Amazon. It was pretty cheap. It is battery operated. So basically what I like to do is I like to set up my tripod somewhere when I'm going to take pictures or even like a short video or so. I set up my phone, I connect this Bluetooth to my phone, and then once I set up my phone and I see how I'm looking in the camera, all you have to do is just click the button and it'll take the pictures just like that. And if you hold it down, it'll start to take a video. But I really like that it is small. It's very undetectable once I'm taking my pictures. So this is definitely something that is a must. If you are a solo content creator, if nobody's able to take your pictures for you, definitely go out and take your own pictures. Even though I do have social anxiety, I still go out and take my own pictures. Okay, so if I can do it, you can do it. The next item is going to be any type of lights. This light right here I got from the CapCut team. They were kind enough to send it to me. Now this light is not battery operated. You do have to charge this. It is a Type-C charger. I'm not even sure if you guys are going to be able to even purchase this light because CapCut personally sent it to me because I am a creator on their app. But it does come with multiple different types of lights. It has this regular light. It can go up, it can go down. It has this red light, flashing lights, and then it has a bunch of different settings on here. You can turn it down. Oh, you can like change it from like white to orange. Like this thing right here is like goated, I'm telling you. Like this is so nice, and you can, y'all see the difference? And then I really like this one because it does have this square thing at the bottom, and then it does have, you know, the little screw in so you can screw it on your tripod. But the little square at the bottom does fit on top of my camera. So when I am going out somewhere and I'm not able to bring my ring light, I will carry this one for my camera. But I also do carry this one for selfies or pictures. If I am going out somewhere and I know I'm going to be taking pictures and I know it's going to be dark, I'll bring this and just like hold it up and whatnot. But a light is definitely needed. And speaking on ring lights, I am using my ring light right now. A ring light is needed, okay? Especially if you're taking any type of like face content, any type of body content indoors where you are able to actually use a ring light. I definitely highly suggest it. You don't want your content to be dark and dull and the lighting just isn't working. So I currently have a ring light where you basically plug it into the wall. I don't have a wireless one. I know that there are like those really expensive ones. I always wanted to get one, but I honestly think that they're too big for me. Like there's like them big giant ones, and I would really love to get one, but I think the one I have definitely serves some justice. So I'm just gonna stay with my girl right here. Alright, so for the next items, it's basically going to be your cell phone, whether it be 1 or 2 or 3, whatever floats your boat. I have 2 phones, really one for content purposes. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys to go get a second phone just for content purposes, but that is what I have because I do run a business and things like that. So I like to keep personal and content and business a little bit separated. So a cell phone, especially one with a good camera, is going to be your best friend. Now, if you are going to be doing YouTube, I do suggest a camera itself. I can't show you guys my camera because I'm using it right now, but a camera is definitely needed. I know a lot of people who do YouTube and they actually don't even use a camera. They use their iPhone, so it really just depends on you. I just think the camera has more space and it's just more like separated from your actual cell phone. So a camera is definitely needed. Cell phone is needed, especially for pictures. If you're going to be recording, I definitely suggest to get a good camera cell phone. I currently have the iPhone 13 Pro. This is what this one is. And then this one is the 14 Pro. So I do take content on both phones. I'll just airdrop them or whatnot, but it's primarily going to be this phone when it really should be this phone, but this is my personal phone, so yeah, I use this phone. Now this next item is really going to be for my camera people. So if you're like into photography, if you're vlogging or whatnot, I highly suggest you get a camera bag. I have been through trial and error with camera bags. I'm the type of person, I kind of like my lifestyle to be a little bit luxurious, or like all my purses and bags to be luxurious. So I did get the Marc Jacobs, the camera bag, only because it says the camera bag and I want my camera to be in the bag. Now my camera doesn't really fit inside this bag, but I make it fit. I just make everything work together with this bag. But I definitely recommend you guys to get a bag or like a purse, even for your phone or whatnot. When you're doing content, it's really a lot of things that you do have to carry. So something, you know, to just put everything in is going to be, you know, a good thing. I do also like to carry a camera strap. So it basically attaches on both sides of my camera. So I'll just basically like put it over my shoulder like this. And then my camera will just be on the side. That way I'm not, you know, holding my camera for hours, or like my hand starts to hurt, or I have to like shove my camera in my purse. I honestly just put it on the side and then put it in my bag once I want to put it in my bag. Now this next item is also for people with cameras. Definitely walk around with your extra batteries. You have no idea how fast a camera can die, okay? And once the camera is dead and the battery is dead and you have no extra batteries, you're gonna be like, damn, I can't even create content. And that's the whole purpose of this. Like, you want to create content. So definitely carry some extra batteries. When I do go out and I do travel and I know I'm going to be recording for a long period of time, I carry around like 4 extra batteries just in case. It's always better to be safe than sorry. So I always like to carry fully charged batteries when I'm going out. Alrighty, so this next item is going to be for anyone who likes to talk, or if you're going to be doing interviews, if you're going to be just talking to yourself or talking to your phone or talking to your camera, or just, you know, doing any type of content that is going to be far away from your device. These are going to be mics right here, and this one is specifically for my camera. I do have mics for my iPhone as well, but I really only use my mics when I am recording off of my camera. So this right here basically just plugs into my camera. I stick this on the top, and then this one right here will just go on the side, and then they will be able to hear me speaking. This right here is going to be a definite must have. Like, these right here are going to change your life. The audio is going to be better, especially when it's windy, it's loud. This is going to just isolate your voice and your voice only. Now this next item is going to be specifically for my camera people. So you are going to be needing some SD cards. I have plenty SD cards. I have like 3 or 4, but it's always good to have SD cards and extra SD cards because they do store your content in here, and basically you just transfer this to your phone or transfer this to your MacBook, and then all of that information from your camera will go to another device. You can also switch out your SD card. So say one gets full, you just plop in another one and then just edit how you're supposed to edit. And then speaking on SD cards, you are going to need like a little SD card reader. So I did get this one from Apple. A lot of the times when it comes to electronics, I like to buy it from the actual supplier rather than going to like a third-party place. But this is basically going to connect to your MacBook, and you can get one with the USB reader as well. And then this is where the SD card goes. So you're just gonna plop it in there, and then you'll just plug this into your MacBook. There are ones like this for phones where it can connect to your phone, but this is just the MacBook reader one right here. So you would just have to get one that connects to your iPhone or your Android or whatever device you want to connect it to. This is how you are going to get your SD card to basically transfer over that content to whatever device you want it to be on. Now the last device that I do want to share with you all today before we get into like actual softwares and platforms and apps is going to be your MacBook or a laptop or a computer or any type of, you can use the iPad or whatnot, but I do like my MacBook. I use this for editing my YouTube videos. I make my thumbnails on here. A lot of the content creation processes go on my MacBook. So this is definitely something that is a must. You of course do not have to get an Apple product. You can get whatever products you want to get, but this right here is going to be great for editing. Yep. Now as far as platforms and apps and websites that are also a must need or a must want for content creation, of course I am going to start with CapCut. A lot of you guys know I do create CapCut templates, but me as a template creator, I not only use the app to create those templates for you all, but I do use the app for my content purposes as well. So I do use CapCut to basically edit all of my YouTube videos on my MacBook. CapCut is something that you can have on your phone as well as on PC. So I edit all of my YouTube videos on CapCut. Everything is the same as it is on the phone, which is also really good because everything just like goes in sync together. Now I also use CapCut to basically edit like all of my hair videos, my shorts and my reels and TikToks. All of that I do on my iPhone on CapCut. So CapCut is definitely something I recommend, not because they have me as a creator, but because it's really something that you can actually use, and it's pretty easy to maneuver, pretty easy to work around and get used to. The next app that I am going to share with you guys is Canva. A lot of people know Canva. Canva I basically use to create all of my YouTube thumbnails. I do create some type of like, if I want to create something more like a picture or like a 2D, photo or something, and I want to add things and take things off, I will use Canva for that purpose right there. But Canva does have a lot of different things you can do. You can create Instagram stories, TikTok stories, YouTube thumbnails, all types of things, media kits, and especially if you run a business and whatnot, you can create stickers on there, business cards. Like, Canva is something that also has like a multi-purpose, so I use that for different things, and I definitely recommend. Now with being a content creator, I do recommend to also get like a link tree or like an Amazon storefront. Now this may not fall in your basket, but I definitely think it's a must to have all of your links to your social medias or your business or your website on a link tree so everything can be found in one spot. As far as the Amazon storefronts, if you are selling things or if you are an influencer or a content creator trying to, sell things or get paid off a commission base from products that you have or just from a company or whatnot, an Amazon storefront will also bring you in extra income because when people purchase from your storefront, you will get paid. So whether it be house items, beauty products, fashion, clothing, hair, any type of items that you can find on Amazon, definitely put it in your storefront, let people know about it. It's definitely something I would recommend. Now the last platform or app that I am going to tell you guys about that I think is a must-have as a content creator is if you are doing YouTube, definitely get YouTube Studio. Now if you are not going to be doing YouTube, if you don't want to create content on YouTube, you just are a watcher, that's perfectly fine. You really don't need the app. But if you are trying to create content, you are trying to become a YouTuber or trying to, start posting and whatnot and get monetized and all of that good stuff. So definitely get YouTube Studio. I definitely recommend if you are going to be starting YouTube. But that is going to be my last advice, my last must-have for today's video. So I thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys are not following my social medias, definitely follow my social medias. I post on there more often than I do on YouTube, so follow my socials. But this is going to be the end of today's video, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.